getting strong doesn't have to be fancy or complicated. You can do these meat and potatoes type exercises, get jacked like Andy.
What is up, everybody? Thank you so much for checking out today's video. In this video, I'm going to be doing a bench press focused upper body workout with one of my longtime friends and online clients, Andy Zeidler. So what you'll see from this video is my rationale for certain movements and then a couple of form improvements for Andy to take note of. And man, I feel like if he keeps working on this stuff, he's gonna be benching more than me in no time. If you learned anything from today's video, I'd really appreciate you hitting that like button. Subscribe for more content just like this. Share it with your friends if they need to improve their bench, and then hit that bell for notifications so you see my content in the future. I'm really working on doing better about posting more frequently on YouTube because I really enjoy making these videos. Without further ado, let's get to the video.
I got my man, Andy Zeidler.
What's up?
He's about to smack on 2 plates for a couple. You need a spot?
No.
All right, I'm gonna get the camera going then. Here we go, Andy. 5 times. This was Andy's first set of 5 reps at 225. As a coach, the first thing I saw was it moves super easy, but he doesn't get much leg drive and he benches with a pretty flat back. So that was the first thing that I wanted to fix in Andy's bench, which you'll see here shortly. Lightweight.
Yo.
How'd that feel?
Good, it was good.
You smacked it. For me, I feel like my arch and leg drive are pretty on point, but what I'm working on here is some pause bench press. What I typically tend to do is miss my bench close to my chest, so that's why I'm working in some more static pressing to develop that strength in the bottom half of the range of motion. All right, Andy, so one thing that we determined is gonna help you out is establishing better leg drive, right?
Sure.
Show me what you're gonna do for that leg drive.
I'm gonna lock in my feet,
Yep.
go back, and then I'm gonna get a bigger arch and then breathe in heavy abdominally.
Right, so we wanna see on the bench press, this ab cavity expanding and he's getting a good brace. Press the floor away from you. There's the arch. The legs are looking much better than they were before. Here we go, 5 times. Nice, big brace. Press that floor, Andy. Good. 3 more. 3. 4. Big brace, last one. Nice. Good. Does that feel any different?
Felt good.
So next, me and Andy are hitting some close grip bench.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Gotta hit these triceps.
You can see Andy's been hitting them triceps. Flex on him, Andy.
I've got a shirt on.
Yeah, but you can see the triceps through the shirt, honestly.
For me, it was wide grip bench to then close grip bench back to back. I feel like it's a great way to, one, get some great hypertrophy work in for your chest and also really just progress that bench press.
Go closer, Andy. There he is. Triceps, baby. Nice, move it. So Andy,
Yeah.
what do you think you've learned from me that's been beneficial?
What I've learned from Dave is don't train your muscles too much because it's just gonna hurt you in the end.
Right?
Train them smart, you get stronger faster. That's what I've learned.
So basically, guys, be a pussy, don't work hard, and you'll get gains.
What is up, everybody? Post Edits Dave coming at you. I want to explain that statement a little bit further. So Andy said one thing he's learned from me is that you shouldn't really push hard all the time. And then I took that sarcastically and said, you know, train like a pussy. That's not necessarily what I meant, though. I was kidding there. So someone like Andy, right, super ambitious dude, loves to push himself 100% in the gym all the time. When we first started working together, I actually had to reel him back a couple of times, like, hey man, like, you can't be maxing out every other week, or like, dude, you can't train to failure on every set. And that's something that a lot of people have a misconception about. They'll train too hard for too long and it'll actually run your body into the ground. what you want to do is have specific phases of training, right? So 1 week you're going very, very hard to a very high intensity, maybe even to failure. But you have to follow that up by a little bit lighter intensity week of training in order to kind of, it's called phase potentiation, set yourself up for success long term. So when I say train like a pussy, I'm joking, but you have to be smart. And as a coach, I have to be smart about when I'm pushing my clients super hard and then when I'm kind of like easing up a little bit on the intensity to make sure they're recovering so they can, 1, get as strong as possible, 2, get as big as possible.
We're making a quick fix in Andy's lat pull down form. Trying to have him keep that torso upright rather than leaning back will help out a lot. Really contract the lats. Yep, depress those shoulder blades, Andy. Here we go. Good. Nice. You feel different?
Oh, yeah. Felt easy.
Oh, challenge accepted. Taking off the sweatshirt. Here we go. Oh, he's jacked. Andy, I think you need a permit for that conveying. Right. We got some skull crushers. Big focus here is range of motion. So Andy's gonna dip this back all the way. Take it down nice and far. Big stretch on the triceps. Good, Andy. You might have noticed that I'm having Andy use a really deep range of motion for these skull crushers. And I think for accessory movements, it's really important to focus on form and challenging your muscles by using that full range of motion rather than just focusing on the amount of weight on the bar. Think about what's going to have a bigger return on your main movements like your squat, bench, and deadlift. How you feeling?
Feeling tired.
Andy and I were talking earlier, right? I'm going to get us both in this frame. We're talking earlier. Getting strong doesn't have to be fancy or complicated. You can do these meat and potatoes type exercises, get jacked like Andy. And to springboard off of what I just said in that last clip, I think it's really important to recognize that you don't always have to focus on doing the most new or extreme movement, something that you might have saw on the gram. I really believe that if you train with the right intensity and form, these classic tried and true movements like skull crushers, rows, presses, will definitely have a big carryover to your upper body strength and size. Next, we went upstairs to hit some more accessory work. I really like the setup of this gym because in the basement it has your power racks and deadlift platforms. Upstairs there's a ton of machines for bodybuilding and accessory work. So here we're doing a superset of dumbbell lateral raises and plate front raises. I'm seeing a good carryover not only to just the hypertrophy, feeling like my shoulders are growing a little bit, but also some more stability in my bench press. So big fan of this superset. Andy and I have known each other since our freshman year of college, and it's been crazy for me to see the progress that he's made in the gym since then. I attribute that to his consistency. Andy's one of the most consistent people I know with sleep, sticking to a diet that works for him, and getting quality training sessions in. And I think that's one of the biggest things we should all focus in on is consistency in those basic areas. Before you go about worrying about supplements or crazy advanced training protocols, make sure you're super consistent with those basics, and it'll take you a very, very long way. Andy and I capped off our accessory work with some preacher curls for the biceps. I was a big fan of this machine because the attachment was connected to the weight stack through a cable, which was a little bit different than other preacher curls. And I think that variation, providing a new stim. I always enjoy finishing my sessions with some direct ab work.
You have that classic debate of, do you need to directly train abs? And I think yes. While the compound movements do a great job of training your core, some direct ab work is not only going to make it stronger, but also help you get those visible abs, which is what we all want, right? Let's be real. So doing high rep sets of these weighted cable crunches have definitely helped me get more visible abs. So when I'm at a higher body fat percentage, I still have a little bit of a 6-pack or 4-pack going. And I think in general, it's helped out with my squat, bench, and deadlift.
Well guys, that's all I have for this video. Thank you all so much for watching once again. If you want to see more from me, follow the IG where I do a lot of daily posts about my own training and informational content. The Trainer Scoop podcast where I talk to a lot of knowledgeable people about fitness things. And once again, if you liked the video, please hit this video with a like, hit the subscribe button, and then turn on notifications as I grow my YouTube channel. It helps out a lot. I'll catch you in the next one, guys.